Do you recommend Telmisartan for guys on TRT?
Yeah, that's a good question. So when it comes to the blood pressure medications, Telmisartan is always going to be my preference. Look, in terms of using it for guys on TRT or bodybuilders, I think we've kind of got two cohorts there, because one group we're dealing with super physiological exogenous doses of hormones. So if we're going to be dealing with that, then hypertension often comes with that territory, in which case you'd be looking at it as like an ancillary for running a cycle. I think if you are going to be doing that, I mean, firstly, I would caution people not to need ancillaries like that. So like, don't do a cycle that jacks your blood pressure up super high. But with that said, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. So, But when it comes to Telmisartan in terms of using it for TRT, it's always my preferred blood pressure medication. And it's because the ACE inhibitors I find aren't as effective, but they also tend to upset the stomach more. So Telmisartan is my preference because it's an angiotensin II receptor blocker, so it's more mechanistically effective than the ACE inhibitors. It's got a long half-life, so it can be taken once a day. And it's also got a PPAR agonist property, but that's very mild. That's kind of just going, okay, well, this is the preference over the other sartans, but I'm mainly looking at it for the longer half-life. But if someone's got hypertension on TRT, that is a problem in and of itself that needs to be unpacked. And throwing, 40 to 80 milligrams of Telmisartan for someone who's maybe taking a few hundred milligrams into supraphysiological territory on cycle is very different to someone who is 20, 30, 40 kilos overweight, who's highly psychologically stressed and has poor cardiovascular fitness. So one is kind of like an ancillary, because it's like, well, this is the territory that you've chosen to play in, which I don't recommend doing from a health standpoint, but if you're going to do it, then that's a good thing to do. But if we've got hypertension on TRT, that's something that usually needs to be addressed. And it's, from my experience, the vast majority, and I mean 95% plus, there are exceptions to the rule, absolutely, but 95% of people with hypertension on TRT are either overweight or psychologically stressed, or both. Usually it's both. So my preferences for hypertension to start with is a combination of ubiquinol, which is like a bioavailable version of CoQ10, and phosphatidylserine, which reduces cortisol. So using those two things together, ubiquinol, Neil Rouzier talks about using ubiquinol for blood pressure, actually, or CoQ10 for blood pressure. But using a heart-based antioxidant and something to lower stress together with cardiovascular exercise and also CBD oil if it's accessible. They're my first preferences for an adjunct into hypertension. And then if someone is still hypertensive and they are exercising, they are working towards resolving the root cause and they're not there yet, absolutely Telmisartan. I don't usually find 40 milligrams is enough to move the dial if we've got a problem. Usually we need 80. And I would prefer someone used, 40 to 80 milligrams of Telmisartan with, 100 to 200 milligrams of ubiquinol and 200 to 300 milligrams of phosphatidylserine, then use like 160 milligrams of Telmisartan. So I prefer to reduce the load of the pharmacy and increase the dose of stuff like antioxidants and other strategies for reducing blood pressure. But as far as medications go, I mean, I put it in the category of something like Cialis, which is like, it's not as, I wouldn't put it in that harmful category as other pharmaceuticals, but I just caution people in terms of using something that, it's important to use Band-Aids for a limited period or a specific application, not to give a free pass to go, oh, okay, well, now I've got, decent blood pressure, even though I'm 30 kilos overweight, because that 30 kilos overweight is still going to come back and bite you in the arse.
Okay. But for someone on TRT that is not overweight with 140 over 90, so limit high blood pressure, so Telmisartan is a good option there.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, again, I'd be looking at the ubiquinol, phosphatidylserine, CBD oil, more cardio, mindfulness, meditation, those kind of things as a primary adjunct. But yeah, if they fail, absolutely, for sure. It's more like a
And what about the tadalafil?
Tadalafil for blood pressure. When you look at the studies on how much is needed to actually make a significant change in blood pressure, 5 milligrams a day of tadalafil doesn't do much for blood pressure. The main thing that I find that tadalafil does, or more so doesn't do, is it doesn't make the situation worse. So a lot of people think that, something like, Cialis, tadalafil, or Viagra, sildenafil, if you take that and, maybe you're overweight already and you've already got high blood pressure, that it will make that worse. No, it will actually make it better. These medications are actually primarily, they will primarily lower your blood pressure. But in terms of like a 5 milligrams a day of Cialis, how much of an impact will that actually have on hypertension? Very few. Maybe you might drop a few points, if that. But generally, I find that you need to go into the 10 to 20 milligram range of Cialis to get a good blood pressure lowering effect. And I found personally that 80 milligrams of Telmisartan is more effective and better tolerated than the higher doses of tadalafil. Also cheaper.
That's clear. That's clear.